Good morning, doctor.
Good morning.
Here you have the personal genome of my baby.
Let me take
Look
a
at
look.
this. Sequencing
Yes.
took only 1 week.
It's amazing. Sequencers have evolved really in an incredible way in the recent years.
So, doctor, which is the diagnostic? Has my baby inherited the family syndrome?
Look, I will need something like 3 months to give you an answer,
3 months?
at least.
But it's gonna be too late for my baby.
Yes.
Había un vídeo antes que
So, how can it be that with the latest technology at hand, our healthcare system still cannot benefit from it?
Perdona,
Please, can anybody help him?
había un vídeo. Yes, we can. We can help you. We can help you. I'm coming. So, doctor, what's the problem really? What's the issue that you're facing?
The genome is a huge set of data.
I see
And
that.
Without computers,
There's no way.
there's no way to interpret this information.
I know, exactly. So let me ask for the slides if that's possible, because this would be helpful. Otherwise, we'll do it without the slides. So anyhow, look, let me give you this. This is a tool that will help you with all the graphics. In fact, I would like to maybe start again, because unfortunately, all of the slides would be really helpful. Is this possible?
So what I see here is really helping me.
It is. Okay, good.
The software is basically giving me a shortcut to all the information that I want to see, the quality control, the interpretation. That's what I need.
Right, exactly. So what you need is information which is very simplified, which is usable as a diagnostics tool, which is precise, which is repeatable, and that you can use in your day-to-day life to help your patients.
Right.
So, you know, what's really happening is that medicine is becoming digitalized. Medicine is becoming invaded by all this data. And I'm sure that you're aware of this, right, Eduardo?
Yes, I'm aware of this change, and it makes my life very complicated right now, because producing this data is not the bottleneck anymore. The bottleneck is really the interpretation. And for me, for my patients, I have to find really a needle in the haystack. I have to find one mutation in the 6 billion letters. And everybody knows how important it is for the future.
Exactly. So we're actually living in a time of revolution. We had a revolution in molecular biology 50 years ago when we discovered that DNA was the source of the code of life. And this now, because of the advances in sequencing, is becoming a revolution for medicine, and there are all kinds of things that are happening in synthetic biology, looking about aging. And the reason is because we have gone over the last 10 years, we have been living through a revolution in the cost and the performance of sequencing. So from 10 years ago, 10 years ago, it would cost to do the sequence of a genome several years, and it would cost $100 million. Today, 10 years later, it takes a few days. It costs us $5,000. And that is a major game changer. So you could say, fine, so now we have the solution, right? We know what is going on. That is not the case, because the bottleneck now is the analysis, is to be able to understand what's going on with all this information. And that's where we come in. So what we do is we're actually developing software, bioinformatics software, that does the interpretation of all this very complicated information. We have a very strong background. We have a very strong team of scientists. We have been recognized by Frost & Sullivan here in Europe. We have been cited reference in many publications. So we have a very strong scientific background. And in terms of the go-to-market, what we do is we actually work with a number of big organizations, big companies, multinationals that have the capillarity into the market. The team, in terms of management, including my friend Eduardo here and Isabel, is a combination of scientists, medical doctors, and business people. Overall, we have over 70 years of experience in this market. We have today already, we have been selling 95% of our business, of our software, is sold internationally into all the big pharma accounts, and it is used for the R&D of new drugs. And what we want to do is we want to move that software base into a new market, which is the clinical genomics market. And this is for pharma, for biotech, for agribusiness, for food business, for hospitals, for CROs. That's a big business. It's growing very, very fast. It's $1 billion business. So let me show you, Eduardo, one example of what we're doing.
So what we see on this screen is basically that needle in the haystack. We see a mutation which can cause a disease, and the software allows you to easily locate the mutation and get the interpretation. So that's what I need for my patients.
Okay, good. So this is the kind of thing that you'll be able to actually use to do the diagnostics for our patients. Yeah. So we are not alone in this business. This is an emerging business. It's a new business. It's a new industry, and it's going to be very, very big. There are some very big players which are backed by very large VCs, and there are smaller players which are more niche oriented. So the question is, where do we come in? What do we do? What is our differentiation? The differentiation comes from two directions. One is the nature of the software. We focus on the fact that it is very easy to use, very easy to interpret, and it has a very, very powerful visual data mining capability. So that's one. And the second reason is the fact that we have established very powerful partnerships with international organizations. We signed a strategic contract last June of this year with Perkin-Elmer, who is a large player in the life sciences business. So with that, what's the plan? The plan is we are looking for a B round of 1.5 million euros, $2 million, to accelerate the time to market for our new products for this genomic diagnostics business. And we plan to actually grow the business once we launch this new software end of next year into the tens and into the $50 million brackets. And certainly at that point in time, we'll be talking about the consolidation business, and we want to be part of that. So there's an opportunity that you as investors cannot miss. You can join us, and we would like to welcome you to join us in this revolution of medicine that's going digital. And before we close, let me tell our patient here that that help is on the way, right? So we will do it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Un beso. Beso, está bien.
Muy bien.